Hi, this is Elaine Starling, and I'm sharing hints and tips, things that I learned during a stroke when I had a conversation with a higher power. And one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about is this whole idea of the reason why you're here is that God wants you to feel good and have fun while benefiting as many other people as possible. So I delved down into that a little bit. I was like, okay, so feel good. What are you talking about? Are you talking about ice cream on a hot day? Are you talking about a nice warm cup of coffee on a chilly morning? What are we talking about when it comes to feeling good and having fun and benefiting as many other people as possible? And the information that I got back is that the way you feel the best is when you're growing, when you're learning new things, when you're adopting behavior that keeps you in spiritual alignment with how God perceives you to be. And God sees you as supportive love, appreciation, and gratitude. That is how it feels when you're connecting with God. And when that's flowing through you, you're truly in spiritual alignment with God. So I wanted a little bit more clarity. And God was saying, okay, you love to learn new things. In fact, when you're stuck and you're kind of in a rut, you're doing the same stuff over and over again, it's really boring to you because you're not learning something new. You're not challenged. You're not feeling that invigoration of having to master something and really figure it out. And then that victory of really getting a handle on something that was totally confusing to you before. And there are 4 different stages you go through when you're learning something new. The first one is called unconscious incompetence. That's where you don't know what you don't know, but you know you got to figure it out. So one of the things that I'm working on is a trip to Paris. And I haven't been to Paris before, so I need to figure out everything there is to know about how to get along in Paris, great things to see, where to go to eat, where to stay, all this wonderful stuff. It's a lot to wrap my head around, and that can be kind of intimidating. So getting started, there's that unconscious incompetence, and you want to figure out what you don't know. Well, stage 2 is conscious incompetence. You know that you don't have all the answers, and you know that you have to try and figure it out. And that's an okay stage to be in. Often with the unconscious incompetence, you kind of think it's easy, right? Beginner's luck. So no big deal. I'll wing it. I'll figure it out when I get there. Maybe not the best idea. Conscious incompetence. I better wrap my head around this because it could be really uncomfortable if I don't figure this out before I get to Paris. The next phase, the step 3, is conscious competence. Conscious competence is where you can be really effective when you're paying attention. So as long as I have my guidebook at the ready and I've got a map in one hand and the guidebook in the other, I'll be okay making my way around Paris because I've never been there before and I can't expect to know everything there is to know about this beautiful city just getting there the first time. So I have to be a little patient with myself. I have to be understanding. And I have to make sure that I know some good phrases in French to be able to ask for help when I need it. That's the key when it comes to conscious competence. Now, the final stage is unconscious competence. That's where maybe you've lived in Paris for several years, you're very familiar with it, you've taken all the metros, you've done all the different tours and things, and you're really, really knowledgeable about the place or about what it is that you want to learn. When it gets down to being automatic, people ask you a question and boom, the answer's there. That's how you know you have unconscious competence. They say when you're learning a language, it's when you start to dream in that language that you know you have unconscious competence. And there are different things that you benefit from as you go through each one of those stages. That unconscious incompetence is great because it gives you the assurance that, you know what, I'll figure it out. I'll just go have a good time. I'm going to master this. It's okay. And then with that conscious incompetence, it's like, I got to figure this out and I need to get resourceful. So you start to look for the tour books, for the websites, for the friends who've gone before. You try to find people who can help you where you can gather the information you need, because you know you don't have all the information yet. So again, you can be patient with yourself while you find resources and tools that can really help you be effective. Stage 3, with that conscious competence, you have some tools at the ready. You're prepared should something go wrong. You have a fallback plan and you're ready to make things happen. So you have more confidence in yourself. You have more assurance that you can accomplish what you want to accomplish because you've paved the way. You've already done your homework. You've pulled some things together. You've practiced a bit. You've read thoroughly. You've reviewed the maps. You're ready to go. And then, of course, when you get to unconscious competence, things are automatic. You don't really have to think about it. In fact, it's totally fun when somebody who's a newbie approaches you and you go, oh, have I got the best idea for you, right? Then it's really fun because you get to use your knowledge and share it with someone else and make sure that they're having a great time too. So you can see how the 4 different stages of learning all really benefit you. And they're totally fun. That's when you have the most fun, is when you get to learn something new and feel that sensation of accomplishment, of progress. It's not that you've completed the end game. I could go to Paris and I may need to go there 10 times before I develop a level of unconscious competence. And won't that be fun? I would love to have to go to Paris 10 times. That would be so awesome. So just enjoy the process of learning and growing. Because when you're enjoying the process, you give other people permission to enjoy it too. And the more fun and joy you're having, the more magnetically attractive you are to other people. They want to play with you. You make learning fun. And that's when you're really in the sweet spot. So I hope this was helpful to you. Please do like and comment and share the video. And I'll be sure to share another tidbit of what I learned during my stroke when I had a conversation with God tomorrow. Have a great day.